Ready?
Sir, yes, sir. Here's this stuff. You take.
You sure?
Yep. How you going, bro? Oh, no, it's not. All right, here we go.
Give me that. Hold that switcher to the back up.
Hi, I'm Austin Eartham.
And I'm Taylor Patton. Welcome to Kitchen Table Podcast.
We're here to motivate, educate, and relate to you guys, sharing our stories, helping you get 1% better in all areas of your life. Welcome to this week's episode of the 1440. Remember, 14 minutes and 40 seconds is 1% of your day. We want to make sure we get better. Today we're talking about types of love and caring and all questions associated with loving and caring.
Yeah, first question is, what does healthy love look like?
I think this answer is different for everybody, like you
absolutely.
said. For me, I think a healthy relationship first starts with trust.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to trust your partner and not be worried about what's going on. I think, or your friend or whoever it might be, or trust God that he's going to do the right thing or put you in the right spot. And after trust, I do have every bottle opened, talking to your spouse. I think you need to be open with your friends and let them know what you are looking for or what you need or what you see from them and why, and they can either take it or leave it. And I think that you need to be open to talking to God and praying about your life and what's happening in the near future or what's happened in the past and the path you're supposed to be going down. I think those are the first two most important things that you can have in a relationship that leads to love. I also think you really need to understand that person or thing that you are loving, because if you don't understand them in and out, then you're not getting a full sense of who or what that thing is. And that leads to a misunderstanding or a misconception. So I think those are the three things that you really absolutely have to have. I would say, just in a general note, you need to be happy or fulfilled around whatever you are loving. If it doesn't make you happy, then you're not really loving them. It's something else. If they can't give you what you need, it's probably some sort of lust or fake reality, and ideally you get out of that circumstance. In my opinion, that could be a false god. That could be lusting over somebody else, a friend who's just trying to get you to do something for them. But I think you got to be wary of those people, because unfortunately society does have that, and you got to know what your true values are. And that would be the fifth thing, is you got to make sure you have values, because without the values, really 1 through 4, it doesn't matter in the long term. Short term, it could be fine, but the long term, I think you need values from people who you love. You got any, or you just second all that? He seconds it all. He's like, that's good. I like that. All right, top 5. It's like the Instagram stuff. I was looking at Instagram the other day, or not Instagram, Twitter, and it was about like habits of successful people or positive people. And I was like, man, I say this stuff all the time. He just put in a tweet and got 30,000 likes on it. Dang it, bro. That's like the type of thing, like those 5 things, we should tweet it out. 5 things that bring love. Boom, 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 boom. Champions. Love it.
Yeah, I like how you said you had to have all bottles open. Yeah.
Like I said, bottles?
Yeah.
Popping bottles, baby.
Like, where's he going with this? Yeah, I believe like everything that you listed all stems from being open and communicating.
Yeah, you definitely gotta be open.
Obviously. And that
it's kind of like caring. Going on a separate note here, like how do you care about somebody when they, like earlier on Tuesday's episode, I talked about the kid who tested positive for steroids. It's so hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I don't know the ins and outs of.
Just in general, if you were in that situation as a parent, like, or if your kid just did something wrong or out of line, how do you keep caring for that or show them love?
To me, that'd be hard, because like, if that was a goal for him and he made a bad decision, yes. But I was like, at the same point, it's not like I guess technically it's cheating, but it's not like he put steroids.
And they talked about that, how he didn't really hurt anybody. It's not like he raped somebody.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like that's just yeah. And I don't know for the CrossFit Games, like if there's a steroid section or if it's you have to be clean.
You have to be clean. So he can't participate anymore. So he's banned for 4 years. So he's basically done forever.
Yeah. I still think I bet you some of them still do. They're just better than about getting caught. Kind of like baseball.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, but
how do you make
to me it's just like okay, like you lost the ability to achieve this thing. Okay, what's your next thing?
Okay, but he texted his mom at 9:30 at night, and she woke up. So like, how does she make that a priority? You know, like in her life, like why not just be like, hey, we'll talk in the morning? But she's like awake and comforting him, and
I guess
love is a priority is what I'm trying to get at. So
yeah,
why do you make it a priority?
Yeah, to me, just be hearing it, like hearing the story. Walk me through the decision-making process. Tell me, like, anything else going on.
Are you calm in those situations, or are you aggravated if someone said that to you that you cared about?
Calm, cool, collected. I don't care.
Triple C, baby.
Your decision, not mine. That's serious. Like,
what if it's somebody like you deeply care about? Like, what if it was your wife that
took steroids?
Maybe not that, but like something happened and your wife's gonna get fired. You feel like the next day for what she did?
Okay.
She's okay.
I mean, again, like that was your decision. So now how are we gonna move on from it?
So you support her though?
I'm not gonna support. Maybe I wouldn't support. I wouldn't say. I guess it depends. Like I can't say in depth. But
you wouldn't support her decision. Yeah. How do you support her?
I still have to because she's my wife.
That's what I wanted to hear.
I was like, yeah, I can't not support her. I cannot like the decision that she made in the moment, but at the end of the day, she's still my wife. I'm not getting divorced out here, so you're stuck with it.
All right, your question. Move on.
I lost.
We got a fourth C. Confused.
I was locked in on that, and then you got me. All right, move on.
Basically, what I was trying to get at in that is that caring. You have to care, and if you don't care anymore, like we've talked about caring on here before and debated about it, but caring has to be a priority, and that's about love.
Yeah.
If you love somebody, you have to show care. Otherwise, there's no. It all comes down to priorities. And without caring, there's no love.
Wait a minute.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't.
Roger. We're not getting 2% better today.
Next question is, what's the wildest thing you ever done to get someone's attention?
So. And I was probably 7th grade, and I had a trampoline in my backyard. My brother and I were jumping on it.
Mm-hmm.
Next door neighbors, the girl who lived there, the oldest girl, was the ages between my brother and I. But she had a friend over who was in my grade, who I thought was good looking. So I came up with a plan for my brother to accidentally jump me, we call it on a trampoline, like bounce me, and I acted like I couldn't control it, and I would run into this good-looking girl and have to like force to hug her to save myself from dying and from hurting her.
There we go.
And that's how I tried to get her attention.
That's right. The jumping and bomb technique.
And I ran into her. Yeah, it went pretty much according to plan.
Right.
And then after that, it was like nothing. So it didn't really work. It just worked for the day. So that was mine. You have an embarrassing one?
Isn't that crazy though? And like, you know, in high school, like the parties, like there'd be like certain instances where you click with the female and a girl, and then it's kind of like
it's high school. It's like high school relationships. They don't even matter, dude. They really, you think they matter, but they don't. In the end, you don't know yourself till usually college and beyond.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'd say I was already kind of on a date with this girl. But
wait, how do you kind of be on a date?
Because I'm not even describe it, but it's
indescribable date. It must be the best.
No, it's like kind of like a double date type thing.
You-
But this one, the second one was a lot better. But anyway, we were walking somewhere, and this is Iowa State University, and we were walking to campus, and there was this dude working out, and there's an outside workout spot where he was doing push-ups and pull-ups. There's something else over there. There's something else there. But anyway, I was like, I'm gonna go challenge this guy to pull-ups, and that just because I was in the mood just to do random ass stuff. Anyway, yeah, so I went over there. I challenged this guy. I was really expecting him to say no to me, but anyway, he said yes. And so, he went first. He had like 11 or 12, and I was like, shit, I don't know if I can really beat this. But then we went, and I was like 8 or 9. I was like, oh, I'm gonna beat this guy. But then for a second thought, I was like, I want to give this guy the satisfaction of like beating me. I was like, I'm not really working out, I'm not really challenging him. It's not gonna improve my. So I stopped one below. I think I stopped at 10, and he beat me by 1. So I let him have the satisfaction of beating me, and I moved on.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
And I was like, I did not know. I didn't even know why. But I was like, and he was like,
Or is that a?
I was like, I lost that one. But I thought because I went over there to impress a girl, and then I
let this guy win.
Yeah.
You know, I sometimes did that like in soccer because I felt like I was just so much better than people, and I felt bad. I was like, I'm a freshman, I can't show that I'm that good, you know. So I let people win. Looking back, I should have just shoved it down their throat and demolished them. You gotta have that eye of the tiger.
Mm-hmm.
Could have got that girl. You could have been married now.
No. I see her now. Like, nah, I want to work out.
I'm glad you. What a nice show of love. You're so caring, dude. I'm so happy for you. Like, congratulations on that.
Took a dub on that one.
Boy, taking dubs even when you're not trying to. Also, B-dubs. Or since we were talking about that.
All right. Well, right before we wrap up, whose relationships do you admire?
Oh, I admire ours.
Okay.
No, in all seriousness, the number one I obviously admire is probably my parents.
Yeah.
So I think they're really good at those 5 things I talked about. I think they have extremely high amounts of trust, and I think that they built a great foundation when they were dating. They have done everything correct so far, including raising us.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that their communication is usually beyond what it needs to be. As they get older, maybe it's a little less and less just because they're older and that's how the brain tends to function. But I think they have a great relationship and something that I strive to have with Steph. I think in terms of friend relationships, though, I really think that the relationships I have with what I call my inner circle, again, I keep going back to this, is awesome. Everybody knows on this podcast I've been watching a lot of Friends lately, like the TV show. And I think that I have that in my life. I really do. It's just not obviously it's a sitcom, so it's not every day you're living by each other, live above each other, hang out, blah, blah, blah. But in a way, Friends is what I have in my life. So I admire, there's other friends that I have that have groups of friends that I admire as well, but I put myself and the friends that I have in that category, and it's because the people that are surrounded by me, I feel like I'm very lucky. Mm-hmm. So I admire those close friendships in life, and I used to want to be friends with everybody, and now it's more so, you know what, I just want to keep my close friends, and everybody else is like a business opportunity, and I can grow them and they can add to the circle, but if they don't fit in the circle, I don't want them. So, what do you got?
Yeah, your parents are one.
I second everything you say.
I'm gonna start speaking first from that one. Then.
All right, deal.
And then my other friend whose wedding is right before you, Joey G. His parents, who they're actually what's the word? No, I'm forgetting it.
You know what? There's tons of people who I admire in little tidbits. You know what I mean? Like my parents, I just admire most things about them. Yeah. But there's other people, like I have a friend from high school who I admire their parents.
I just second everything because I don't even get to see.
Sorry, you can speak. We can go over. It's all
No,
right.
I had 45 seconds, and you just took another 30 seconds.
You go. It's okay. Go over. Get them 1.05% better.
That's good. That's what we're in right there.
All right.
I love you guys. Bye.
All right. Bye.